I thought my boyfriend was a struggling grad student until I saw him pay off my mom's $300,000 medical debt with a single phone call. When I met Ethan at the university library, he was wearing worn-out sneakers and a hoodie with a coffee stain. He was hunched over 3 textbooks, furiously taking notes for his environmental science PhD. I spilled my coffee near his table, and he helped me clean it up with the only napkin he had, which he'd been saving for his own lunch. Our first date was at a food truck. He apologized for not taking me somewhere nicer, explaining that his research stipend barely covered rent. I didn't mind. I was a nursing student with my own mountain of debt, and his genuine interest in my day meant more than any fancy restaurant. For the next year, we lived like typical broke students. We split $5 quitas, watched movies on my laptop because neither of us had a dom, and celebrated special occasions at the one mid-range restaurant in town where we'd order 1 interpatient and an extra plate. When his laptop died, he used the university computers for weeks until he could save enough for repairs. I never questioned his financial situation. For Ton, it matched his life perfectly. His apartment was a tiny studio with mismatched furniture. He took the bus everywhere. He calculated grocery store discounts to the penny. Then my mom got sick, pancreatic cancer stage 4. The experimental treatment, not covered by insurance, would cost $300,000. My family remortgaged their house, emptied retirement accounts, and still came up devastatingly short. I was sobbing on Ethan's shoulder one night, explaining that we might have to give up on the treatment. What hospital is she at? He asked quietly. Memorial Sloan Kettering, I answered, confused by the question. He nodded, pulled out his phone, and stepped onto his tiny balcony. Through the window, I watched him pace back and forth for about 10 minutes, talking intensely. When he came back inside, he sat beside me and took my hand. Your mom's treatment is taken care of, he said simply. I thought he was confused. Ethan, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. I know. It's done. The hospital will call your parents tomorrow to confirm the next morning. My father called, voice shaking. The hospital had informed him that an anonymous donor had covered the entire cost of my mother's treatment. When I confronted Ethan, he tried to change the subject. Did you do this? I demanded. How is this possible? After a long silence, he finally explained. His full name was Ethan Westbrook III. His family owned one of the largest sustainable energy companies in the country. He'd been living on a self-imposed budget to prove he could succeed without his family's influence, taking only enough money to cover tuition. Why didn't you tell me? I asked, feeling like I was looking at a stranger because the last 3 Gorham Prines I had were more interested in my family's money than in me. He said quietly. With you, I got to just be Ethan, not a Westbrook. I was stunned, hurt, and grateful all at once. But you let us struggle so much. We ate ramen for a week last month, and it was the happiest week of my life, he said, because you were excited about finding their recipe to make it taste better, not about what I could buy you. My mom's treatment worked. She's in remission now. Ethan and I are still together, but things are different. He still lives simply, but now I know about the trust fund, the family estate in Vermont, and the foundation he runs anonymously. We're working through the trust issues his deception created. I understand why he hid the truth, but relationships need honesty to survive. He's learning that real connection means being vulnerable about all parts of yourself. Last week, he took me to meet his family. As we drove through the gates of an estate that looked like something from a movie, he squeezed my hand and said, just remember the guy who split that $5 pizza with you, Pert? That's the real me, and despite everything, I believe him. If you've discovered something shocking about your partner that changed everything, share this video and comment truth.